Hello, we're ready. I think... okay, so I don't know if I'm really ready for this. But I have to say that as a lot of you guys, I definitely didn't expect an album from Taylor Swift to come out this early, especially after Folklore. But I am happy that she released another one. Especially after Folklore, I have to say that is a tough album to listen to. It's not as fun as the other ones. It's one of those albums that you have to be in the mood to listen to. And I think that considering that this one is, as she called it, Folklore's sister, I have to say that I think that that will be the mood for this one too. So, I don't want to talk, but I want to listen to this album, so let's go.
Water when your ship rolled in that night. If it was an open shut case, I never would have known. The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, life was a pillow when it bent right to your wind. As if you were a mythical thing, like you were a trophy of wherever you stray, I follow. I'm begging for you to take me anywhere else is hollow. I'm begging for you to take my life was a willow and it bent right to your wind. I come stronger than a 90s strand. Wait for the signal, this is where the others gave you scars.
Wow, this is my favorite line.
Maybe that switch was a work of art. Like my plans, that's my man. You know that my chain could take you. All that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, I follow. Hey, that's my man. Yeah, that's my man.
This one was definitely a slow start. I have to say that I found in this song a lot of metaphors. And I'm not used to with her. I mean, I'm kind of used to, but I have always tangible images in my head when listening to her songs. So to me, this one was a new one, definitely. And I have to say that I really loved the production. It was very soft and calm and sweet. And it was the right compromise for the message of this song. This song to me was definitely a love song, sort of a love letter to her loved one, or partner. I really love the melodies, especially in the chorus. And we found common elements that we can find in other songs that she put out already. With that folk vibe, that banjo and those choirs in the background. I really loved it, I have to say. And I already found my favorite line in this one. That is, show me the places where the others give you scars. To me, this line shows in what intimacy really is and what maybe she's looking for in her partner. I mean, when you're so in love with a person, or when you care so much that you want to know everything that the other person's been through, and you want to know the bad and the good. So to me, this is the line that has it all. But there's another line in the bridge when she says, but I come back stronger than a 90s strand. That is so real and so, I mean, right now, I don't know how to say, but it's right now. I find it funny, and I'm glad that we didn't start with the sad song, because I don't know if I'm ready for that, but I think I am. Okay.
Bustling crowds are silent sleepers. You dropped your hand while dancing, left you out there standing. Your mom's ring in your pocket, my picture in your.
The instrumentals are great.
Couldn't keep it in. Now no one's celebrating. Your hometown town skeptics called it champagne problems.
Fuck!
Touch on the Chevy door, November flush, and your flannel cure. This evergreen group of friends don't think we'll say that word. One for the money, two for the show. I never was ready, so I watch you cry. What a shame she's fucked in the head, they said. But you'll find the real thing, it's longer landing with champagne problems.
The instrumentals this far, I know we're 2 songs in, but fuck, you know, I never pay that much attention to the production because I care about the words more. But in this case, I mean, wow. I don't know what to say. The piano riff at the end was everything. Again, we found common elements, especially in the bridge, and I really love the structure of this song. It felt like an old song, a song that was written not in 2020, you know. I love the structure because, you know, I like variety in songs, so the fact that we had 2 different choruses, it gave more to the storytelling. This is the song that I can picture. I don't know why, but I had in mind the photo shoot that she did for this album, and I thought that it was fitting. For the message, I mean, she's telling a story about a proposal that went wrong, and so all the consequences and what led her to turn down the proposal and what happened afterwards. So it's just a great example of storytelling. And she did that with folklore too, so I'm here for it. Strings.
Ships on riders, gold rush. I don't like anticipating my face in red. Everybody wants you, everybody wonders what it would be like. I don't like the falling pills like flying to the bone crush. Everybody stand be like to grow up that beautiful. My ego's t-shirt hanging from the door. At dinner parties I call you out on. Fades into the gray, my day on tea. 'Cause I don't like anticipating my face in a red flash. Everybody wonders what it would be like to love you. Walk. I don't like the falling pills like flying to the bone crush. With your hair falling into place like dominoes. My mind turns you on the parties, won't call you out on your contrarian shit in the coastal town. 'Cause it fades into the gray, my day on tea.
I think that I forgot to say about the previous song is that a lot of her vocals remind me of Imogen Heap's vocals, and I'm here for it. About this song, I have to say that I don't really love the intro and the outro. It's very fairy tale like, but I like the rest of the song, especially, you guys probably already know, the fact that this song has no structure to me. As I said before, it's just like a stream of consciousness. You cannot really understand or say what is the chorus or what are the verses if there's a bridge in it, stuff like that. And that is what is storytelling to me. So I'm definitely here for it, as I was here for it the previous song and the song before that one. So I really love the fact that she's willing to take risks with her lyrics, especially cursing a lot. And I don't know, it made the song even more real to me. And this song is real. I mean, I believe that a lot of us felt this way at least once in our lives when thinking about how relationships with our partners or stuff like that, or with a person that we're in love with but we don't really know how to say it. And so this song is real because this song represents jealousy and represents vulnerability that comes with jealousy. Sometimes it's wrong, sometimes it's right. I don't know, but there's always that part of you that says, I don't want other people to think about you the way I think about you, you know? I have to say that this song, for the production, Jack Antonoff's on it, it reminded me a little bit, especially in the production, in the piano, in the background, in the chorus, the supercut that he did with Lord or Green Light. Completely different message, but Yeah. This riff. Oof.
It's the kind of cold clogs up windshield glass, but I felt there's an ache in you, put there by the ache in me. So we could call it even. You could call me babe for the weekend. My ticket looks real good now, and it always leads to you. I parked my car right between the Methodist and the school that I escaped it too. Remember how you watched me leave with me?
Fuck.
We could call it even. You could call me babe. I'm staying at my parents' house, and the road not taking looks real. Now I'm missing your smile. Hear me out. We could just ride around in my hometown, just for old time's sake. I won't back to LA, and the so-called friends who write books about me. If I know which smiles I'm faking, and the heart I know we could call it even, just for the weekend. 'Tis the damn season, 'tis the damn season like this time. I'm staying at my bed, time flies, messy as the mud on your truck tires. Now I'm missing yours. It always leads to you in my hometown.
First thing first, I'm in love with the guitar riff throughout the entire song in this one. I mean, it was beautiful and it gave that atmosphere that was dark but bright at the same time. I don't know how else to say it, but it's just like that. And this one, I really love the melody in the verses, especially the last two lines on each, or three in each verse. There's an ache in you, put there by the ache in me. I mean, I really loved how detailed this song is, and that's why till now it's my favorite one. I like the reference to Robert Frost's poem, and I really love the bridge. The bridge is my favorite part, especially for how real it was when she says, so I'll go back to LA and the so-called friends. She's real about the industry and what you can find in LA. But the bridge was really an open letter. Wonder about the only soul who can tell which smiles I'm faking. A thing that cannot be understood in Los Angeles because everybody's faking their smiles. So to me there's also this dichotomy of the hometown that she's talking about and a big city like LA, where everything seems perfect. So you can fake everything in LA if you want to, but you cannot fake everything in the hometown, especially because you know that you're closer to that person. So it's another vulnerable song, and it's another song that I love. Piano again.
I sit and watch you beating with your head. I sit and watch you wait by the door like I'm just a lay the table with the fancy shit. And tell me I've got it wrong somehow. I know that you tolerate it. I greet you with a bow. I take your indiscretions all in good. I polish plates until they gleam and glisten. Use my best colors for your portrait. If it's all in my head, tell me now. Tell me while you were out building other worlds, where was I? Where's that man? You were my sky. Now I'm begging for footnotes and always taking up too much space or time. You assume break free and leave us in ruins. Took this dagger. If it's all in my head, tell me now.
This part.
Tell me you tolerate it.
So I have to say that this song was the most stripped back song on the album. Production wise, it was really, I don't want to say empty, but I got the feeling that we had to pay more attention to the lyrics. And I like the fact that the message matches the production, because all that is left in the relationship is emptiness, it seems to be. And I have to say that I really love the fact that she opened and closed the track with the same lyrics. It was a journey, this song was a journey. In this song she compares her childlike behavior with her lover's behavior. The fact that she says, I sit and watch is just to study and understand what her partner is doing and how he's behaving and how he thinks. I don't want to say that she feels like she is less in the relationship, but it feels like she watches this other person with eyes that are completely different from what he's doing towards her. So I don't want to say that she feels inferior in the relationship, but it feels like it, you know? She feels like doing everything right, like giving her partner everything she has, but she's not really sure about what he's feeling. She's putting everything out there, she's doing everything for this other person, but she doesn't really know if this other person is willing to do the same for her, if he feels the same. In the chorus when she says, if it's all in my head, tell me now, tell me I've got it wrong somehow. It's just a way of her for knowing what is happening between them, because she's really not getting it. She gave everything to this other person, but she doesn't really know if this other person is willing to give everything to her. And to me, one line stood up for sure is when in the chorus she says, use my best colors for your portrait. This is a reflection of what I was telling you about before, the fact that she feels like the inferior part. She feels like she's the child in the relationship. But at the same time, it's like she's implying that she used her best colors to portray this other person in the way that she wanted him to be. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is what came to my mind. She used her best colors to have a picture in mind of this other person that is perfect. So maybe she's saying that not only the relationship or what is happening between them is in her head, as she's asking in the song, but maybe everything that she feels or everything that she sees in this other person is in her head. It feels very red, I have to tell you.
Besties, a friend of mine. We meet up every Tuesday night for dinner and she says, that ain't my brother on his mouth. That ain't my jewelry on her. I think I'm gonna call him out. She says, I think he did it, but nobody no crime. But I ain't letting up until the day I die. Bestie wasn't there Tuesday night at Olive Garden at her job around, and his mistress moved in, sleeps in Esty's bed, and I think he did it, but I just can't prove. No, nobody, no crime, but I ain't letting up until the day I think he did it. No, and I've cleaned enough houses to know how to cover up a scene. Good thing his mistress took out a big life insurance policy.
Okay, tables are turning. Back to Her Roots definitely is a country song, very influenced. And I really love for the theme that she's talking about and for the crime that she's talking about. I have to say that I was expecting way more from the Haim band. You know guys that I really love when she does this storytelling shit. And this was one of these songs where this storytelling is very there, present. And it's very specific, it's very detailed. And I like that little twist at the end. I have to say that it's not my favorite, but I really love that country direction.
Honey, when I'm above the trees, and it's just shit we're dividing up. Showed you all of I was dancing when the music stopped, and in the dip I haven't met the new me yet. But there was happiness because of you. Both of you past the blood and bruise, past the curve, haunted by the look in my eyes that would've loved you for a lifetime. Tell me, when did your winning smile Begin like weapons pointed at my deepest hurt. No, I didn't mean that. Sorry, I can't see facts through all of. There'll be happiness after me, but there will cross a great divide. There is a glory, I leave it all behind, and there is happiness. Make it go away by making you a villain. For 7 years in heaven, and I pulled your body in. No one teaches you what to do. Good man, honey, when I'm above the trees, now my eyes leak acid rain on the pillow where you used to. Tell me what to give after that. Oh, you admit the new me yet, and I think she'll give you that. But there was happiness because of you too. Oh, the dappled with the flickers of light from the dress I wore.
It's funny to me how this song is called Happiness, but there's really nothing happy about it. But I think that this is what she wanted, so okay. A recurring theme, definitely, and a reflection on a past relationship that had a lot of bad but a lot of good. So to me, this song is called Happiness because she's trying to see the good part of that relationship. She's stating and she's putting there the bad too, but in the chorus she says there is happiness because of you. So it's also a way for her to show how grateful she is for this past relationship, because maybe this past relationship made her who he is today. Because throughout this song she says, I haven't met the new me yet, you haven't met the new me yet, but at the end she says, all you want from me now is the green light of forgiveness. You haven't met the new me yet, and I think she give you that. So it's a way for her to show that she grew. She think that the new her is ready to forgive this other person for everything that happened in the relationship. I really love also the first verse. To me was the most important part as an introduction to the storytelling. And I love the reference to 7 with the I'm above the tree. But also when she mentioned the dress at midnight, I think that was a reference to dress. When she says, I see this for what it is when I'm above the trees, it's just like saying, now that I'm not in the relationship anymore, I can think clearly, and I can say that was not made for me, or that there were parts of the relationship that hurt me, and that made me grow. So that is the positive part of this song. But there are a lot of things that went wrong, as when she says I was dancing when the music stopped. It's like she's saying, I was in the relationship, I was ready to give you everything, I was already giving you everything I wanted to give you and everything you wanted, but you decided to call it quit. So maybe I was the one in there when you weren't there anymore. Throughout this song there is a positive vibe. There'll be happiness after you, so I will make it through. But there are some strings that lead me to you. There is anger in this song, there is sadness, there is vulnerability, and there is happiness.
Hey Dorothea, do you ever stop and think about making a lot of misery? I got nothing but well wishes for this place is the same as it ever was. Ooh, it's never too late to come back to my side. The stars and you know, you always know me, Dorothy. You're a queen, silent dreams, silent makeup and my. Do you ever stop and think about me? When under the bleachers, well, brighter and too below. And if you're ever tired of being known for
This song kind of reminded me for the storytelling of this damn season. I mean, the storytelling is almost the same even though the characters are different, but also in this case Dorothea is leaving her hometown to make a better life, to live her life, and she's leaving behind her friends. In this case, the narrator is talking to her directly, asking her if she will think about them and how she's living her life. At the beginning, it reminded me of the Betty, James, and August songs in folklore, but I have to say that it's completely different from that. The characters are different in this case, so I don't really know if the narrator is a lover or is a friend. I have to say that this song is not my favorite one on the album. It's probably a song that I will skip.
Break my soul in two, looking for you, but you're right here. Any more than who am I related to? How'd we get here so soon? And I'm sitting on a bench in Coney Island, wondering where did my babe? Sorry for not making you my centerfold. Disappointments, close your eyes and it gets colder and cold.
If I pushed you to the edge, but you were too polite to leave me to paradise and left you there.
Cause we were like the mall before the internet. It was the one place.
Sorry for not winning you an arcade ring. Colder and colder when the sun goes.
Waiting at a road spot in the tree line by the gold clock. Did I leave you?
In the hallway with a big cake, happy birthday. Did I paint you blue? The sight that flashed before me was your face.
I'm on a bench in Coney Island, wondering where did my baby go?
Sorry for not making you my centerfold.
It gets colder and colder.
You my centerfold.
This song reminded me a lot for the conversational part and the atmosphere that was magical, exile, even though nothing will ever top that song and the way it made me feel. But this song, again, as a recurring theme, is that relationship is another point of view, is a different point of view from some of the other songs that talked about relationship in this album. This one is when you're so consumed by a relationship that you lose your identity and you collide and mix your identity with your partner's identity. I really love the first verse when he says, I really loved the first verse, period. Break my soul into looking for you, but you're right here. If I can relate to you anymore, then who am I related to? When you lose your world, that in this case is this relationship that she's talking about, you feel hopeless and you feel lost in a way. I love the references to August and to All Too Well and to Delicate when she says, did I close my fist around something delicate?
I'd meet you where the spirit meets the bones, and the faith in from the snow. Your touch brought forth and the old widow goes to the sun every day. But I don't go, goddamn, my pain fits in the palm of you. I can't stop you putting roots in my dreamland. I wish to know the fatal flaw that makes you. He's in the room. Your opal eyes are all. Oh, goddamn, my pain fits in the palm. Stop you putting roots in my dreamland. My house over blooms in the fields. Spring breaks loose. Time is near. Crescent moon, coast is clear. Spring breaks loose, but so does fear. I'd live and die for moments that we stole. Unbeg or dare to sit and watch what will become, and drink, taking mine, but it's been promised to another. Oh, house of stone, your ivy grows, and now I'm covered. You started it, so yeah. 'Cause 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 'cause
this song is definitely a song about infidelity, and it reminded me of illicit affairs. The main theme, obviously. We had a lot of metaphors in this one, especially starting from the title, and in the chorus especially. This song talks about a relationship that the narrator has with another man that is not her husband. The narrator is watching this other person take everything she has and the relationship she has with her husband and make it his. So it's a situation in which she doesn't really know how to act, or if she should feel ashamed of what is happening. But sometimes this thing happens, and if you're not in it, you cannot really understand the way these things go. I really love the production, the banjo, and all the elements that were really clear in this one.
Dancing is a dangerous game.
That there's a lot of dancing.
Now I know I'm never gonna love. It takes one to know one. By the phone, like I'm sitting in an airport bar. Up your sleeve takes. You're a cowboy like me, perched in the dark. I could be the way forward only if they pay for it.
Yes. Yes.
Perched in the dark, telling all the rich folks anything. You're a bandit like me, eyes full of stars. Thought it hard to fuck this up, and the old men dead, and the ladies lunching out. There's stories about I locked it down. With your boots beneath my bed, forever is the sweetest. Never gonna love again.
Back to her roots, this song felt really country, and it was. And I really love the fact again that this song had not a defined structure. You couldn't really tell what was what, you know? It was very transitional, the entire song. It felt like falling in love, and this is the main theme. It felt real, it felt like it was happening right in front of my eyes, and I really loved it. But I mean, after Folklore, I didn't expect anything less than this with the storytelling. With songs that maybe not linked together, but had a way of moving in this project. It's one of these songs.
Like the war of words I shouted in my sleep. A knife cuts both ways if the shoe fits. Walking it till you out. Long story short, it was a bad time. Pushed from the precipice, clung. I'm all about you, right? Yeah, you look better in the rear view. Missing me, like you live in peace. But if someone comes at us, this time I'm ready. Slips, long story short, it was the wrong guy. Won't bother that more, keeping score. Now I just keep you warm. Will defeat themselves before you get the chance to swing. Everywhere you go, and I fell from the pedestal right down the rabbit. Long story short, it was a bad time.
I really love the outro when she says that she survived all the bad things that happened in the past. This song is a reflection on the past. It's just like if Bad Reputation was in this song, all the things that she talked about. Bad Reputation was an angry album, but this song is just a reflection on all the bad stuff that happened in the past. And the thing is that she's saying that she don't want to leave those things anymore. She talked about the public eye, how she's perceived and how she's been perceived for years, and the Kanye stuff, but also the old past loves, and the fact that now she's ready to attack. So that to me is a reference to I Know Places, and it made me happy to know that she found a way to take criticism and all the bad stuff that have been said about her, and she's willing to fight back, you know, to defend what she has, what she built in her life, not only love, but her music. So it's just a reflective song on the past and all the things that people said about her. And I have to say this production is way more upbeat compared to the rest of the album, and it's way more frenetic. Maybe it was something that she wanted to put out so effortlessly and so quickly that she had to put a production so frenetic.
Never be so kind, never be so clever, you forget to be kind. I think you were talking to me now. What I didn't stay dead, what I didn't stay dead.
I love this.
Never be so polite, never wield such power, you forget to be good. If I didn't know better, what I didn't stay dead. You're alive in mine. The autumn chill that wakes me up. You love the amber sky so much, and I complain the whole way there. The car ride back and up the stairs. Asked you to write it down for me. Should have kept every grocery store's backlog dreams, and now you left them all to me. You're alive in my head. What died in life so alive. And if I didn't know better.
Okay. I didn't see that coming. So, this song, fuck, destroyed me. But I'm fine. So, I had a clue about what this song was about because I was reading stuff here and there. So, I knew that Epiphany, the 13th track on Folklore, was about her grandfather, and this song, Marjorie, is about her grandmother. I felt this song so much because I get what she's saying and I get what she's feeling, and sometimes, from time to time, it comes to me to everything she said. I like the fact that the verses felt like something that she needed her grandmother to tell her when she was still alive. And the chorus is just a reflection of what she's thinking about her grandmother. The bridge, oh fuck, is just so full of memories that I don't even know where to start. But the part that got me the most, it was when she says, I should have asked you questions, I should have asked you how to be, and asked you to write it down for me. I don't know about your relationships with your grandparents, guys, but I miss mine a lot. So I have to say that I would like to say so much more. I would like to talk to you about what I'm feeling about this song, how I'm feeling about this song, but I just can't. So let's go to the next one.
And seeing the shape of your name still spells out pain. Yes, I got your letter, yes, I'm doing better. It cut deep to, I know that it's over. I don't need your closure. Don't treat me like some situation that needs to be handled. My tears and my beers and my candles. Yes, I got your letter, yes, I'm doing better. It cut deep, but I don't need your closure. I know I'm just a wrinkle in your new life, staying front, reaching out across the sea that you put between you and me. Better, I know that it's over. I don't need your.
I don't know how we went from a song that literally destroyed me to a song that was angry but with a sweet little melody in the background. The production kind of remind me 1989 and all the upbeat sounds on there, but the lyrics were kind of angry, and I have to say that I think that this song is a song about Scooter Braun. I don't want to say names, but I really believe so. And it's funny to me how she uses closure after she started the chorus with I got your letter. So to me, disclosure is just a reference to the first line on the chorus, but also could be a sarcastic one, especially because she's saying this is your closure. So it was definitely an angry song. I don't know if it talks about an ex-boyfriend or other people, but it's different from the rest of the album for sure. So excited for this one.
I've been down since July. I replay my footsteps on each stepping stone, writing letters addressed to the fire, staring out an open window, catching my death, that this pain would be for evermore. Hey December, guess I'm feeling on the very moment I was lost. I was catching my breath, barefoot in the wildest wind. I had a feeling so peculiar that
Cannot take all the call to be certain we'll be tall again. Whether all my waves are being tossed, it's never
in the cracks of light,
just get apart.
I dreamed of you.
To moments of the dark days, I always find traces.
I was catching my breath, floors of a cabin creaking. I had a feeling so peculiar, this pain wouldn't.
This song is very similar to Exile for the structure, but not very similar for how they communicate in this song. In the other song, it was more like a conversation between two people in love. This one is way more like a conversation to yourself, and a self-reflective one. And it talks about a relationship, but it talks about maybe the way you treat yourself. It's very self-reflective. And I have to say that I like the way they decided to introduce Justin to the song, and how the beat changed when he came in, and how fast this song became when all these questions were floating in the air. It gave you the right sense of the word you can have in mind sometimes. So I like that, and I like the fact that after that she took her time again to finish the song and go all the way. The production was very similar to Exile, especially because it was piano driven. It was a perfect closure for the album. Overall, the album, it felt cohesive like Folklore, but I was expecting that, and I was expecting something like this that was very about the message, even though at first I was really intrigued by the instrumentals and the productions. I know that when I'm listening to one of her albums, I have to pay attention to the lyrics more, and the fact that the storytelling here is way more present in sense of variety also is what made this album different from Folklore. That it was like that too, but I don't know why, but I felt it in this one even more. I have to say that Folklore is my favorite. If I had to pick one, I would still choose Folklore, but this album is a great continuation, and it is a way example of what she can do with her words, music, mind, and everything. And I'm glad that she decided to put this album out 5 months after Folklore, just to give us another round of what's been going on in her mind and what she's been working on, you know. As usual, I want to know what you think about the album, what you think about specific songs, what are your favorite songs. If you feel like it, let me know if you love this one more than Folklore or the other way around. And I'll see you soon. Bye.